Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's say thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala because of His blessing we can do today activities well. Secondly, peace and solution might be open or Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I would like to thank the lecturer in charge of today Introductory Management course who has given our group the opportunity to make a presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Desan Haziza from the Accounting Study Program. On this day, I will be the moderator in today's group David Ricardo presentation, where our group will discuss about introduction management. Of, of course, on this occasion, I am not alone because I am accompanied by my colleagues, namely Fadila Fariska, Firda Sapitri, and Teti Martalina Zaluku, who will serve as presenter. Now, moving along to our session, please welcome to Teti Martalina Zaluku. Alright, Teti, the time is yours.
Thank you, moderator. I will present about level of management. There are three levels of management. Number one, top level management. Number two, middle level of management. Number three, lower level of management. Next. The first, top level management. The top level management derives its power and authority directly from the owner of the enterprise. Top level of management consists of board of directors, managing director, and CEO. Function of top level management are: number one, determines objective of the business. Number two, frames the main plans and policies required to run the organization. Number three, assigns the jobs to the middle level management. Number four, arrange the various resources of the enterprise. Number five, provide overall direction and leadership to the company. And the last, exercises the control of the company. Next. The second, middle level management. Middle level management, they are all department heads and branch manager like sales manager, finance manager, personnel manager, production manager, and other managers. Function of middle level management. Number one, interpretation of policies laid down by top management. Number two, link between top and low level management. Number three, selecting employees for the department. Number four, cooperate with other departments. And the last, implementing plans. The three, lower level of management. It is the level management which is actually connected with the person working in the organization. Lower level management consists of supervisor, the foreman, and first line manager. Function of lower level of management. Number one, addressing problem and give advances of employees. Number two, maintain good working conditions. And the last, maintaining quality standards of goods. Okay, that's all from me. Let me turn it back to the moderator.
Okay, now we move to second speaker. I please to Fadila Fariska. Alright, Fadila, the time is yours.
Thank you for moderator. I will be explain the function and rules of the manager. The main function of manager is to ensure the efficient operation of an organization, department of or team. There are 5 generally accepted functions of a manager. First, planning function, 2, regulatory function, 3, oversight function, 4, leadership function, and 5, evaluation function. First, I will explain about planning function. A manager takes part in planning steps in achieving company goals along with other company ranks. Managers also need to consider the resources needed to achieve the planned goals. The main activities of planning basically include determining the goals of the organization. In addition, this also includes programs, a schedule of activities, and preparation of the budget. Second, I will explain about regulatory function. In the regulatory function, managers must be able to organize and coordinate their staff to achieve the goals of the company. Managers are also responsible for drawing up the organizational structure of a company. Not only that, but also responsible in terms of giving authority and responsibility to everyone who is appointed to be involved as the manager of the organization. Third, I will explain oversight function. The manager will supervise his staff to be able to determine whether his team performance is good or needs to be improved. And last, leadership function. Managers must be able to lead the shoot in order to determine the steps that must be taken to achieve company goals. The ability to lead is the most important ability that must be possessed and mastered by a manager. Next. Evaluation function. Evaluate the work that has been done based on the planning and quality standards that have been met at the beginning. Managers can evaluate in various ways, such as using a SWOT analysis. The result of the evaluation can be used from company development. This is the last function of the manager. Next. The roles of the manager. Managers play a role in handling everything in the division or department they lead. Here are some of the rules of the manager. There are 4 rules of the manager. First, make decision. 2, solve the problem. 3, communication, mediator, and liaison. And last, build a productive team. First, I will explain about make decisions. Managers are also in charge of division as well as key decision makers based on experience, knowledge, and competence. Managers are also decision makers about the fate of employees in their division, from recruitment to placement. They will also determine who gets promoted or sanctioned. Second, solve the problem. Managers also act as problem solvers that occur within the division they lead, ranging from problems involving work process to conflict between team members. Where the self-manager is required to master how to solve the problem of sales that stop below the quota. Meanwhile, a marketing manager needs to know how to solve problems related to declining product brands in the eyes of consumers. Third, communication mediator and liaison. Managers need to have good interpersonal skills so they can play a good role as a communication link between employees and the company. For example, a CEO will find it difficult to speak directly about company policies to every employee. So the manager roles is needed as a communication bridge. Vice versa, what is in the interest of employees can be conveyed to the top level management of the company through the manager. And last is build a productive team. In addition, the attitude and personality of managers also affect employee satisfaction, while employee satisfaction is the key to company productivity. For this reason, in building a productive team, managers are needed who can provide satisfaction to shooting members. That's all from me, and back to the moderator. Thank you.
Now, we move to the last speaker. It is to Vida Saptri. All right, Vida, the time is here.
Okay, we're gonna talk about managerial skills. Managerial skills are skills in organizing, leading, and managing work or teams. A leader or manager must master these skills so that tasks and problems at work can be resolved and critical potential can be overcome. These skills also help manager when communicating with colleagues and subordinate in order to create a good workflow. Managerial skills are included in the type of soft skill. This means that you can develop these skills through experience when leading or managing a job. Next, type of managerial skills: technical competence, conceptual competence, interpersonal competence, decision-making competency, time management competency. Next, for the number one, technical competence. Technical skills include technical abilities and knowledge related to their field of work. Manager must be able to operate machine, software, work device, or other appliances effectively and maximally. They are expected to guide and be an example for their team members so that the members can be completed smoothly. Next. For number two, conceptual competence. This competency talk about the ability to think abstractly and create ideas for their team. Managers must be able to see various concepts, detect problem, and create solution to this problem. Team members expect a manager to be able to provide creative ideas or strategies in overcoming obstacle while working. Next. Intrapersonal competence. Intrapersonal skills are the ability to conduct social interaction with others, especially coworkers or members. Smooth interpersonal communication will avoid misunderstanding during work. Team members need a manager who is able to convey message and give direction efficiently, especially when the instruction come from the leadership or other department in the company. Next. For number four, decision-making competency. These skills help manager in making important and measured decisions for their team. The decision-making process must go through a series of detailed consideration and analyze. Team members do need a manager who can act quickly in deciding, but the decision must be efficient and not having negative impact on the work. Next. The last is time management competency. Time management is not just about dividing time and delegating tasks to subordinates, but also the ability to get priorities. Manager must understand the priority scale of each task and the flow during schedule to complete the work. The division of tasks based on the priority scale allows team members to work effectively and meet deadlines that have been set. So, in conclusion, managerial skills are must-have competency if you are aspiring to be a manager. These skills is not only needed when leading a team, but also working a project as a project manager. Maybe that's all for me. Back to moderator.
Okay, thanks to Firda. Now we come to question, answer, and opinion session. Friend who want to ask question or give opinion, please write them in this discussion forum. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion of our presentation is management has a very important role in a company or organization. If the management of a company is good, then the company can achieve in its goal. And management must have the competency of each type of manager skill so that the company can run well. Finally, we come to the end part of our presentation. We would like to say thanks again to the audience for active participation. Hopefully, the presentation will be beneficial for you all. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.